Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week, Marvel Zombies Zombicide's Scorpion. Yeah, I picked a real quick model. He's the villain, not the zombie version. And I picked him because he's straight green. So it was going to be real simple. So the base is, some browns and some grays, and he's just straight green. So it's all colors of green, all shades of green. I'm not sure if we're going to go out to lime green or if I'm going to go with the faded green. I'm not sure. I really like the lime green look, and on the photo it's kind of a faded green. But anyway, I may push the lime green. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. See you guys in.
Well, I thought about airbrushing this guy, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and use a brush. That's pretty simple, I don't know. See, this is where I go. I could do the highlights with the airbrush, but I'm going to have to go back. I don't know. I think I'm being lazy because I'm in a hurry. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick with the plan. I'm going to airbrush the dark green, which is right here, the dark camo green on this green. All right, let's do that. All right, let's try this again. Had a little issue with the airbrush. All right, well, that was a general pain in the butt right there. The gun kept locking up on me. Man. Anyway, I got a good spray on it this way. I watered down that, I think it was the dark, actually, where'd it go? No, it was the camo green. Is that right? Yep, it's the camo green. We did that all over. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add regular green to the mix in the airbrush, mix it in with that color, and then we'll go from there. Need to make a correction. It was dark camo green. On the last clip, I was wrong. I said it was dark camo. This was off to the side. This is what I used for this base. Now we're going to mix green into this dark camo. All right, there we go. We got the base for the green down. And for starters, I got a little confused in the beginning, but what we did is we used dark camo green for a base, and then I introduced green in the mix and mixed it in with the pot with this, sprayed with that, got a nice little, almost a mid-tone, and then I came in and added bright yellow green because I wasn't too happy with the way the green was starting. It was kind of faded a little bit. So I added this to the mix, and we gave it a little pop. And then I didn't quite like that, so I added a little more of the bright yellow green to the dark mix, or to the green mix, and I came out with something I liked. So we went from dark green all the way out to bright yellow green. And then later, we're going to come back and do some highlights once I do some wash and do some brush work for the highlights. But I'm going to clean up this brown now. The rubble, I'm going to get that going. I'm going to put that probably a brown to cover up my spray work and go further to make this pop. All right, let's do it. the base down for all the bricks. We actually did the base and we moved all the way out to the highlights. We used we used brick red. Oh, I take that back. Burnt red. We used burnt red with a little bit of warm brown to put in the dark areas. And then I came back with burnt sienna on the top. And then I mixed burnt sienna with bright ivory to give us our highlight. And then I used a tiny bit of bright ivory just to get some little spots, as you can see. All right, and then once we get a wash on that, it'll blend together really nice. And if we have to, we can go back and do the highlights, touch it up from there. But I don't think we'll have to. Nice little wash and all cleaned up. So now let's move on to the surface, the ground, and the debris stuff. All right, let's do it. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking, I took the dark camo green and I took the regular green and I took some of the bright yellow green and I did a quick mixture right there of this, and I'm just really watered down and I'm just really kind of going over some of the higher areas and letting that blend in. I don't want to get too crazy, too bright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this back and forth all the way out to a little bit of that bright yellow. In the picture it calls for like kind of a faded green, but I kind of like the lime green. It makes it pop. I don't know. I'm a big fan of green, so I don't like the dull green, even though it calls for that. See, if you look here, you can see I did that subtle work on top. Might be really hard to see in the camera, but it's just here, just on the tops. You can see as I put it on, it goes on bright, but it blends in because I've got those other colors in there, so it really blends better. All right, so I'm going to continue to work this all the way around. All right, just here and there, and I'm going to start brightening it up as I go. All right, let's do it. All right, I think we got all the green down. I went all the way out to bright yellow green, and I just did it real tiny, real subtle in some areas. That green looks really nice. It pops really nice. See that on the back there? That just really pops. I'm real happy with this. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to do a little bit of wash work. I need to do that blade right there, and definitely got to do some wash on the bricks and stuff, but I'll do some light brush or light wash work in these cracks along here, in there, and just kind of darken those up. And I'll probably use a green shade of some sort just to kind of keep it blended. All right, let's do it. All right, that's pretty much it. I've got the wash everywhere. We've got to let that wash dry a little bit. I got that wash in the eyes. The only thing left is I need to do that blade, which I'll do a gray and do some white highlights, maybe some, ivory. And then I'm going to touch up some of the gray rocks down here with just a little bit of highlight after I do that, just to give it a little more pop. But, I mean, he's pretty much done. He's got to dry. I might even do some, like, gray right here to make that look more. Anyway, I digress. So anyway, we're almost there. All right, so let's get the highlights on the rocks. All right, let's do it. All right, take that back. Let's do the blade.
Well, there you have it, guys. Scorpion, the villain Scorpion, not the zombie version, but the villain. He has to fight the zombies too. What a fun little paint, as always. What a fun little paint. The greens, I'm a green fanatic. I love green, and I actually was going to go a different route with him. I was going to go with the faded green, but I ended up going with the bright yellow green because I just really liked how it makes it pop. And he turned out terrific. He's going to look great on the table. Anyway, guys, stay tuned. Next week, I believe we're going to get to the surprise model that I ordered, and it's a villain zombie. So it might have been in some of the photos or some of the videos in the background if you saw it. I think it was captured in a couple of them. Anyway, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We have a ton to do, so you really want to subscribe so you don't miss anything. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up this year. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.